the one thing that we also, with food or meals or daily meal plans, we try to work, it's a full-on balance. So we try to balance our days with a breakfast, lunch, and a dinner, and maybe a little snack here and there. In this case, we started with the crepes, and we move into something a little bit lighter, but also has protein and various vegetables, lots of vegetables, actually. So this is our take on a Chinese chicken salad. And Kaya's gonna start cutting here on a red bell pepper, and I'm gonna work on some cucumber.
So, Kaya, I see that you're pretty comfortable with the knife there, but Ben, do you have any tips for teaching kids how to handle knives?
Absolutely. My recommendation would be to start with a plastic knife or a wooden knife. Sure. And that way, once she feels, well, in her case, when she felt a little more comfortable with the knife, she's got her own knife set now, and so she works and plays around with them. But practice is the most important thing for anything in the kitchen.
Kaya, how old are you now?
I'm 13 years old.
So you're really comfortable. That's great.
Yeah.
Fantastic. When did you transition her from the plastic knives or the real knives to this?
She got her first knife at around 8, and so she's been playing around with that ever since.
Yeah. And I love how you two are a living example. I'm watching the two of you work together. Is this not beautiful?
So sweet, right?
A father and daughter cutting
really
up
nice.
fresh vegetables together. And I'm just watching this, and I can envision this taking place while you're at home and how exciting it is. But the best part is when it's all said and done, you get this delicious dish that is not only healthy, but hearty.
Right.
And it's loaded with fiber, protein, nutrients.
Yeah, and the fresh bell peppers add so much color, antioxidants, just healthy and delicious. So tell us about this next one. This looks really interesting too.
We're moving on to our dinner. In this case, we do a turkey meatball, turkey tends to be very lean. And in this case, it's about a 93% and then 7% fat. In lieu of the breadcrumbs and butter, we added, we used roasted cauliflower and an egg. And so that actually binds the turkey together. So we sear them, brown them on the outside, and then toss them in the oven. It's
difficult to sit there for 45 minutes waiting, smelling the turkey meatballs in my room, trying to do homework. It's really hard to focus.
I can imagine, because these are really delicious.
These are
They're
quite good.
Outstanding.
And that substitution, spot on. This is really tasty. Have to ask you, Kai, what's your favorite go-to meal?
Honestly, I really like the rack of lamb. It takes a while, but it's really good and worth it in the end to go through all the time to cook it.
And if something takes a while, will you get it started and then go do some homework and come back?
Mainly, yes.
Mainly?
Mainly.
Yeah.
Well, and I think you two highlight something else that's wonderful is by being a team, you might be able to go do a little bit of homework. Dad, you step in, right? It's true teamwork. Living, breathing example of how it works when you cook with your kids. Every single one of these dishes, phenomenal.
Fantastic.
Thank you for sharing these with us. Really appreciate it.